Let me get this recording going. I'm going to upload for board now. TM versus Peps. Was that FD got on break? Yeah, that was, yeah.
Shouldn't have come so close.
Thanks, Quicker. Appreciate it. They seem pretty sus about X-Pros. Do they actually? I feel like every other game fucking loves X-Pros, you know? Like, so keen to keep them involved and involve them in everything, you know? But, yeah, but we're talking about Cran Spilo, right? Like, Cran and Cloudy. Ooh. Too hot for TV, Cran. Yeah. Keep that guy away. Alright, VOD's uploading now, mods. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, I should use some marbles while we wait. Get a little bit of spin to win going. What are you watching? I think looks like we're watching some kind of bot fight, it seems. Where am I going? Launch marbles. Computer. Wait, this is the official broadcast? Yeah! Is this like Subway servers for Overwatch? Yeah. I mean, even if you're worried about the marbles Spilo, this is the real future. This is the real future game. This is what you will need to tech into, Spilo. What was I saying? Yeah, but even if they're like, oh, well, RuPaul did the leak, well, punish RuPaul then. You know, like, what's the solution here? Punish everyone for one person's crimes? What do we live in? What kind of society do we live in? He just leaked some patch notes, right? Will marbles kill Overwatch? 100% stone. Alright, what are we doing? Ready to play? Top of a land? We can hit top of a land. Who won the bot fight? Me. Alright, exclamation mark play. Way it works. You win the marbles race. You get a chance to spin the wheel. Then you win whatever prize is on the wheel. Nice and simple, right? I'll put 60 seconds on the clock to 60 seconds to get involved. Nice and easy. Nice colourful track. Let me turn these guys right down. Right down. Alright, this is chugging away. What is going on here? This is spinning fast. People have got their pay-to-win sound effects on. 30 seconds on the clock if you want to play. Ooh, good shout, Ayua. Now everyone can see the kill feed. Oh. Not quite time to boost Kellen yet, guys. We got to wait for the SSG game. Keep your boosts ready. Because Kellen will need them later to get past Avidity. Let's see it. Vindor with a first-time play. Appreciated it. 5 seconds on the clock. Chance to spin the wheel. Chance to win a prize. Nope. Chance to... It's for actual cold, hard in-game items. All right. Quick drop into the drop right now. Kahoot seems to be in the lead for now. Plenty to play for. Spinners are going to catch him, though. Chance to overtake. Some people are going very much the wrong way. There's everyone's names. There we go. Zap off into the lead. Where are we going? Straight down. A classic right or left decision. Avalor, Blaku, all in the mix right now. Anyone's race. Still a long way to go. SSG on top. Making a pretty decent run of it right now. Where are we going? We're going round. All right, a few people into the final bends as we go into another big drop through the vortex looking thing. Looks like pen points, Blakey. Gonna be in the mix for this one. Lots of people coming out, but lots of people are dropping, but having a hard time finding the exit. Avalor, no such problems, though. Down the rumble strips, getting caught on a lot of these, though. Chance for the chasing pack to overtake right now. Left or right, that's the decision. Avalor's going to go backwards, actually, right now. Morning Swan makes their way through. Brooklyn Banana on the other side as well. A few different elevators up to this one right now. And I guess it's going to be a classic Indiana Jones situation here, as you have to try and avoid the boulders. Wilder has snuck into the lead during this. Coiter's actually going to jump up, and Brooklyn Banana got to find their way to the exit first. Going through into the, I guess, the nighttime section of the map right now. Wilder's getting stuck in this dark bit, though. I don't know what's happening in the dark, but it's bad for Wilder. Loads of people going to overtake now. And Brooklyn Banana will make their way into the lead. Snaking their way up. And actually a pretty decent lead over Sepulch right now. Going into this final one. There's a lot of bumpers, though. Bumpers and spinners. I guess you probably want to avoid all the bumpers. Just try and take the high road if you can, all the way over the top. You are now in second place. Wilder has recovered from that fumble. Brooklyn Banana stays in. Gosu Butters off the edge right now. A few people just on. Sabo Tabby. But it's Brooklyn Banana who maintains this lead. Ayua. Just a final drop right now, up the elevator and round. But Brooklyn Banana having trouble on this final corner. Can't get round the ball. Struggles to get round the ball when Ayua has taken a massive lead. Now into the elevator. Is there any chance of an overtake right now? I think Ayua has sealed it. A classic ball problem for Brooklyn Banana. And Ayua will finish Brooklyn Banana in second. A valiantly run race. Wilder into third. Dr. Chippy rounding it out. There we go. Top 10 is secured. Everyone coming through and dropping now from the sort of front pack. Lots of people still having a few problems falling off the edge. Lots of people having even more substantial problems back here. Even more substantial problems. 30 seconds left on the clock. Snowy, how are you still this far back? Fluffy dog. Not ASCII. What the hell has happened here? How on earth are we this far back? Check your profile picture. Wait. Is it not just free? Free. There we go. Let's see. Oh, do I not have it up by default? Alright. We'll come back to it. 5 seconds left. It's an absolute slogfest at the back there, but I think... Yeah, I don't know what, but I thought it just came up by default. But either way, we should celebrate Ayua. That was a pretty fun track, actually. Gifted 5, how did you not win? You just needed to gift a few more, clearly. Alright, ready to spin the wheel, Ayua? Where are we going? What tab do I need? I need this tab. I need the wheel. Ready for a timeout? Alright, the timeouts are right next to each other. We still got Anna Mythic, Ryan Mythic up for grabs. Let's see it. Fingers crossed for you. Oh, Anna Mythic? Oh, one of the 3 big prizes, Anna Mythic sealed. Well done. Well done. Nicely done. Anna Mythic gone. Now just one Anna Mythic left, one Rhine Mythic left. The mods will reach out, get you your prize. But a race well run and a worthy prize. Playing for the ban. I think you get coins and stuff from these like old battle pass codes actually. So you might just get value out of that. All right, what are we looking at time wise? They say they're prepping for the start of map 1 right now. More marbles if we're quick, right? If we're quick. Don't want to miss the start of the game. Where's my tab? There's my tab. Race menu. Quick. We'll go straight into the 60-second countdown when I pick a map. At random. This one, Chaotic Absurd Challenge. Sounds chaotic, sounds absurd. Sounds like a challenge. We'll spin the wheel again for this one. Alright, 60 seconds going straight on the clock. So nice and quick, get an exclamation mark play. Another chance to spin the wheel. You know, I'm told this is chaotic. I'm told it's absurd. Honestly, it doesn't look that absurd. It looks like a pretty straightforward track if I'm keeping it a buck with you. Fourth lock with a first time play. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, just straight down. Get your way through the maze. Get your way through these big slow spinners. Get your way through these fast spinners right at the end. Through the shark's mouth. Avoid maybe a couple of these barriers and blockers. No problem, right? Nice, easy one. All right, 20 seconds left on the clock. If you want to get involved, drop a play if you want to play. Someone keep an eye on the game as well in case we're slow so we can make it quick. Or. All right. Last few seconds, get involved. Here we go. Off to the drop. Lots of different ways through here. Rumble strip's going to slow you down. Sliding, sliding. Moving barriers causing some problems. Few people just taking the side route here. Skipping a lot of the obstacles actually seems to be the way to go. Brooklyn Banana. Well, it was a strong start, but struggling to find the exit right now. So actually, Nibor is going to go out into the lead right now. Looks like Lasagna right there with them. First obstacle coming up as we hit a spinner at the top of this spiral. Two-horse race at the front right now, but the gap isn't massive between that and the chasing pack. Oh, barrier's going to cause more problems for Liz than it is for Nib. Rad Esports in the mix right now. Hoping if they win this race, they're going to win later against Team Liquid. If the marbles decree it, it will happen. Nib and Rad stay in here. There's actually some moving up and down bumpers right now, which might cause some problems because they are raising right now. Nib gets caught, Rad gets caught, everyone gets caught. It's a bit of a pile up here, pushing each other through as they go into the maze. Anyone's race once again. People trying to find their way out, but Rad is good for it. These blocks are going to slow people down. Another pile up. And they try and take a quick route through the spinners, but Eric's master of the spinner into the shark's mouth right now. Belly of the beast type situation as they go into this big drop into the next spinner. And Eric's pretty decent one, but oh, they catch it. Oh, they're all getting stuck. Quanked though. Only person to avoid it will take a lead off the back of this as well, but there's still these big fast spinners at the front. These will be decisive in determining who wins. Chasing pack is not a mile behind. The spinners could change everything, but Quank's race to lose right now. Clean run through all of this. Can he nail the spinners? Straight through. Oh, gets caught. Speed boost. No, caught. Oh, wait. Slippery has died somehow in all of this. Quanked crawling to victory. Crawling. Vela's Shadow with the overtake. Who can find a hole first? Who can find a hole? It's Quanked. He holds the lead. Oh, it's close at the end there. Sky with a top 5 finish. RuPaul with a first time, mate. Top 10 finish. Unbelievable. Good first time race. Everyone else closing in right now, finding an appropriate test tube. Ooh, laser sounds finishing. 40 seconds left on the clock. Game starting. Ooh. All right. 30 seconds left. Or game is starting right now. Let me get this closed. Quanked. Are you okay? We'll do it between the round, Quanked. Ooh. Oh, close. Work. Move the cam. Work, camera. There we go. A little bit of a sideways solution. Cranking it. I'll remember Quank. Alright. Oh, is it just a Heesang situation, chat? Oh, we can kill that guy then. Alright, so let's play a little catch up here. Nightmare gonna take us to Lijiang Tower. They're gonna ban Mauga first. Amplify, obviously, if you don't know, they're the Mauga team, so seems a reasonable enough ban. And as a result, Mauga normally very good matchup into Ramatra. Kufa's gonna play the Ramatra himself. Farah, Sojin thrown into the mix with this as well. Also, heroes that match up quite well to a lot of the Torb and a lot of the sim that we've been seeing here. Amplify, though, going to swap straight back over to a Mei Sojin version right now, and Gap is going to take the Ramatra Mirror. Zero getting a lot of damage, already very close to his barrage. Actually, disgustingly close to his barrage, honestly. Really big opportunity for Zero early on. We're going to try and retake. They actually give a pick onto Lethal now. A lot more pressure on Zero to find a barrage timing. 10% off as they come in. They are starting to force point. Kufa will keep it contested from now. Winter knows that barrage is coming. They're aware of the threat. Iceblock has been forced onto phone on point. Zero barrage in hand, looking for the opportunity. But they're not ready for it. 1 kill, 2 kills, and lives. Full pocket onto Zero. Confirms 2 kills. That early advantage and the cleanup. 3 for him, and he'll give a ram kill in the end here as well. We're actually going to stagger out the ram right now. Admiral trying to play body block. Really trying to play body block. Will eventually die right there. A few extra percent on the board. And now we are looking good. Retake coming through from Amplify. They have Ray in hand, but Nightmare are going to have all their ults a little bit quicker outside of that Ray here. So a chance for beat advantage, annihilation advantage. Maybe a lot of pressure on phone to get Blizzard value. It's a Ray to kick it off and double support ult in response. Nightmare going to kick both of theirs. Lethal didn't get the beat, but it's a brawl in here. Eyes on his Blizzard though. Phone has Ice Block. She has the Blizzard after this, and this could be brutal for him. Kufa's going to try and deep peek, but he's all frozen up in the corner. Kufa is most certainly dead. Annihilation advantage gets nothing. Completely countered by that Blizzard. Still 2 for 2 trades though. Not out of the woods yet, Amplify, but they can start walking to point. Annihilation in the back pocket. Gonna have eyes on his Lucio, though. UV gets the trade around, and Lethal's gonna pop this overclock. They have no choice but to go to point. Admiral's gonna kill Phone on the bridge. And now, all of a sudden, Annihilation from Gap is a desperation. One has to try and live as long as they can, but absolutely surrounded. And a 100-0 situation for Nightmare. And alright. I mean, these first couple of games in North America feels like they could be quite one-sided. Just see David has been boosting homosexual on YouTube chat. Good on you, David. Alright, rough start for Amplify. Just feel like it was a bit of a mismatch on paper right now. And they've taken the Malga away, which is where Amplify had a lot of their success. In general, Malga does feel a pretty tough hero. Lots of people struggle to have success in this meta with it. Keep your phone solid. Don't lose faith yet. Don't lose faith yet. Over onto Night Market now. Similar-ish comp from Nightmare, but going to be the Torb instead of a Pharaoh on this occasion. Going to be a Torb, Sojin, Mirror, actually. We saw a lot of this at EMEA. It seems like North America swallowing some of the same pill. It's phone time. Lethal, Torb, just for better hit scan at the moment. Just wins these long-range duels against Lethal. Straight down. I can vividly hear the sort of complaints Lethal will be having in voice right now, as Gap is just going to take that advantage, run it straight to point, and kill Admiral as well. Zero stuck here on the coast. Should be able to get out. Disruptor shot behind him. Winter can maybe just confirm this kill as well. Got to be careful versus the Torb. 8 HP to spare for Winter. She'll get pocketed back up and get the kill onto Kufa too. Amplify win the first fight here. Orisa into Ram is a bit of a... I feel like it's a bit of a 50-50 matchup, honestly. Kufa's actually going to go Doom into this. Zero onto the Genji, so... I don't know about this. I feel like Doom and Genji are going to have a hard time into this Torb in theory, on paper, all of that. We'll see if that translates into reality. Sometimes theory will only take it so far. Kufa's going to start tapping his toes onto the point. They have backed themselves up here. Amplify and they are just playing this back. They have to be careful not to get punched off the map, of course. Fortify has now been invested here from Gap already. Trading these cooldowns out. Kufa's going to reset with him, trying to build this up. But Crazy Cat actually has the quick one. But Zero's just on the back line here. Admiral's coming in for a bit of a drive-by. Zero needs a bit more help, but they're lining up another one. Dash back onto the Juno. Can't finish that kill. Runs into the Torb, and Lethal found a headshot while all this pressure is coming out from Zero. And Zero's just getting away with whatever he wants. He's not taking any damage. He's just been on this back line permanently. Dancing around, juking. Oh, thank you, No Idea. Appreciate the gift to Sober. Retake now. In theory, I think you should feel okay about this matchup if you're Amplify in reality. Just need to do a better job of dealing with this Genji Lucio flank. Kufa will be pressured back right now. Overclock from Lethal as they try and come out of the choke. They're going to commit through the choke anyway. Overclock going to get eaten up. Double support ult now. And Nightmare haven't used anything yet. They lose UV. They lose Lethal. So Admiral's not going to invest in this beat either. So they don't get a chance to take this big ult trade and will die on point instead of Nightmare. But ultimately, double support ult in exchange for an overclock. Huge economic swing for Nightmare in all of this one. Now they have the beat, they have the raid, they have the blade. Perfect tools for a retake here. I think if I'm Amplify, trying to use this Molten Core to counter out this Ray mostly. Maybe the Terror Surge to even deny the Blade a little bit, but they don't even need any of these ults. They just go in and once again Amplify. They just can't deal with this pressure coming out from Zero. Just demolishing their backline at will. They'll clean up gap on point, get a quick retake. They are behind percentage-wise here for Nightmare, so it's actually really big that they hold on to all of those ults. Gonna charge up Kuffa for a big punch as well. This is gonna make this rotation even trickier for him. Similar situation though for Amplify. Molten Core probably has to be used mostly as a response to one of these support ults. Overclock will be the most likely one to start the fight here for Winter. There she goes. Overclock has been popped. Beat back from Admiral. Doesn't catch Zero in that one though. They're going to pile into this room trying to get on top of the beat. There's the Blade. Big punch Blade. Everything. Phone drops for Molten Core, but it's too little too late. And it's a complete wipe in seconds there. Beat Blade. Squashes both those DPS ults. Phone will be making her way onto the trademark Sombra, and Winter will take over Torp responsibilities. Terror Surge up for Gap right now, but really scary into the Ray still. Virus is going to go into the wall from Phone, so can't poke Lethal out of that position. Big punch charged up for Kuffa once again. Turret's going to go down. Oh, they find the Sombra. They catch the Sombra. Easy kill for Kuffa. They're going to try and rotate with this Terror Surge as well, but they don't find any kills. Ray in response, and this should just crush them here from UV. Another one for Kuffa. Lethal's going to pop the Overclock. They know it's the last fight. The touch is desperate. Eyes on Phone. Can she find a way through? No, she's scouted. Scouted in spawn. No chance to touch. And that's just going to be first round for Nightmare. All right. Phoner is limp. It's gone down now. I mean, yeah. All right. You know what this is? Does mean it's time for, though. Time to spin the wheel for Quanked. Are you ready? Yeah. Hero-wise, we're probably going to go. I think, yeah, Suravasa, go Malga or something seems reasonable. All right. 2 timeouts left. 2 mythic skins left. And, of course, a lot of old battle passes. Was it worth the wait for Quanked? Oh, looks like we're making it past the timeouts. All right. There we go. Season 13 battle pass. The mods will get you that code. And yeah, I don't know exactly what it gives you. It gives you some combination of coins, maybe some skins or something if you don't have them. So, really not too bad. Nice little prize to have. Better than a timeout, some say. What happens when the wheel is empty? Well, then it's just a love of a game situation. Love of a game situation. I mean, we could only add, like, terrible prizes to it as well. You know, so it's like more of like a Russian roulette wheel type thing. Where it's just like different lengths of timeout. From like a day to a year, from like 10 minutes to a year or something. Not adding cheese to the wheel. A year is crazy. 15 timeouts, 1 VIP. Why does it say season 13? Yeah, I got given these ages ago, and I've not given them away yet because I got given them after Stockholm, and then I just wasn't streaming for a while. So obviously you'll get like some stuff in exchange. I don't actually know, Stefan. I don't know if anyone can speak from experience here on what you win if you already own said prize. I mean, I guess you could always give it away to a friend, a loved one, an enemy you want to turn into a friend. So many shaving stream heads lately. I'll put it on the suggestions pile, no idea. We could hold your own marble giveaway. What do you mean? Alright, Amplify's pick. See, expectation was Suravasa here, because the nice thing about picking Suravasa is it blocks a load of a hybrid as well. No, not ASCII. Thank you for keeping it serious, though. Alright, wait for it. It's probably just for light, because I've got the ring light, you know, the proper streamer setup. Amplify are really pondering this one, aren't they? Ooh.
SSG on top.
SSG on top for sure. Eltar91, thank you for the prime. Ooh, Havana. I mean, I feel like actually we've seen way less gap on Malga as we've gone through this series. But Havana seems like such a hard map for Malga, actually. I mean, they're the experts, so maybe they know something about Malga that I don't. But I feel like Havana would be really hard to play with Malga on. So what are they planning to play? Remember as well, I guess Malga can't be banned anymore, so they don't have to worry so much about protecting it. Hunter says it's clocking, he's logged into work. Yeah, because I don't know why the clean feed died, so he had to swap to the just the monitor view. So if I alt tab and stuff, you'll get the privilege of seeing how many tabs I have open. So Zen banned from Amplify. Seems reasonable enough, right? Good map for Zen. Also, a lot of the stuff they want to play Amplify, even if it's not a Malga-based comp, is normally something like a Ram or Orisa plus like a Sombra or what's the word? Like Torb. Oh yes, Torb these days. Nightmare though going to respond with the Sombra ban. So in theory now if Nightmare want, they could probably still, depending on what comp they want to play. Maybe interesting to see if Clear gets subbed in here for Havana. I didn't see a substitution, so my presumption is no. Just a Kuffer angle still. I feel like if I'm Nightmare though, I have to be expecting the Malga, even though the map kind of makes it a bit more of a confusing pick. Oh, is his hand fucked up? Oh, okay. So I guess Kuffer's just going to play everything. Alright, so yeah, just starting a Sigma, Bap, Brig, obviously Zen banned and all of this. Did see a lot of Alari. We've actually seen Admiral play a bit of Alari previously. Honestly, it didn't look too bad. He was getting away with it. He was on his way to beating the allegations, but he's just going to play Brig here instead. You're going to see him play this left-hand side position. The same position we saw Irony and Psycho dominating in that series earlier today against Peps. Looks like it's going to be a Bat Brig mirror. Oh. Well, not, sorry, it's not a Bat Brig mirror. Literally, none of that sentence was even remotely close to true. Looks like it is going to be the Malga. Going to be Juno Lucio here from Amplify. Sojin Torb thrown into this one. Zero is on the Genji. Colossal problems for Amplify dealing with this Genji on Lijiang Tower. Kufra as well will be able to do a lot of poke damage here, but key for Gap is try and just get the payload as far as you can, then try and find a nice route where you don't take too much damage and can find a key stomp target. But obviously Nightmare know that's the name of the game as well, and they're all quite far away, and this is why Havana can feel quite hard. Dash back onto the high ground rather for Zero to try and take some of that space. Or dash back onto it. DP will happen. One dig onto Zero, but they can't take it. And Zero's going to take this right position right now, which just means hard for him to get onto Lethal. And you know what we saw soon and FD God in their eternal struggle to go upstairs? It's going to be a similar situation with some of Amplify's comp here of how do they clear in this high ground position. A trade here probably actually favours them with the attacker spawned. But Gap now a little bit in the open will have to reset behind payload. Kuffer's going to try and do as much damage in this period as possible. Is bleeding now though, and maybe Gap can find an opportunity, but they're trying to deal with Zero behind, and Zero's getting full pocket in that position as well, so it's getting very difficult, and Zero's not just getting full pocket, he's finding kills. Stomp comes in. They do find one out of that, but Kuffer's done so much damage. Gap is so low in here right now. They're all so low, but Kuffer can't find any more kills. They've stabilized out the corner for now, but this is a lot of healing going Amplify's way. Look at this support ult charge for Amplify, and you have to say, Window and Rally versus Ray and Beat. Ray and Beat should win, and they are just going to press that button over Kuffer. No escape. The stop connects from Gap. Window on the high ground from UV, looking for trades. They do get one trade. Ewan still has the beat. if they want to keep committed to this 44. Now they're going to clear the high ground as a group. But Phone, she's got a little bit separated. Lamp used now to save Admiral's life, but it doesn't save it for all that long. Admiral can't get to that rally. Lethal has found 2 kills, dropping to the low ground in all of this. They're making it chaotic. They're finding kills. Gap doesn't quite get the stomp round the corner, so UV is going to stay aloof, stay on the run, but Mauga hot on his heels. Lethal's going to pick up another one, and Lethal has just been roaming around the map, finding kills this entire time right now. Respawns again quicker for the attackers, remember, so they do have to take a bit of a step back here, Nightmare, as they wait for their Baptiste to come into a fight. Cage will be used right now. Rally to get in front. Matrix and Rally shield overlaps a little bit right now. Blade's going to come in as well as Admiral is surrounded. Flux now from Kufa onto the backline. Zero got eliminated, though. Huge shot from Winter to shut down that Blade. Now Lethal is going to try and clutch. Lots of kills in the previous fight. Needs some more here, but only doing damage to the Mauga right now. And here comes the Storm. No slide. They are all over him. Trying to find it, full pocket coming his way, but Phone just about converts for kill. Lots of low players. Zero's able to turn onto one. Phone is also low. Lets the Molten Core go. Needs for pocket. Gets the Molten Core all over point. And Kufa is in big trouble right now. Overload used as well. Kufa will fall. Zero's good for another trade, but they still have to deal with the Mauga. The Mauga's getting pocketed, and Winter's just got an angle as well. Admiral and UV, they have so much to do. Too much damage for UV to pocket through. Will be a die on point situation. And they get themselves past the first point.
Hello.
Kufa going to go onto the Orisa. So a nicer matchup here into the Mauga. Ray advantage, or well, Ray advantage mainly because there's only a Jin on one team. The Crazy Cat with the Ray. UV has the window. Difficult one for UV to use. He's actually going to drop it quite early right now. They're going to try and Ray through this window, and Lethal's going to get to Lethal on the way through. Winter slides forward, but a little bit split from her teammate. But it maybe doesn't matter when Phone is just walking forward with this Ray. Kufa's going to dive in for a trade, as is Admiral. No. Ooh. Yes, trade's coming. Zero's able to get one, actually. We'll be able to die on point here as well. Hammer is out. But Ewan is waiting no time. They want to get his payload moving. Only 2.5 minutes left on the block. Beat now available for Ewan. Again, these support ult timings of a big win conditions for Amplify. If they can find a way to connect onto some of these key targets with no support ults, really difficult for the Nightmare comp to survive. And a swap now from UV. But it's going to be hard to get out this choke. Lethal's going to slide to the opposite side. Create a bit of an angle to start farming up some rails. Ewan has the beat. Stop's going to go in, looking for Lethal right now. Nade comes out, but it's a beat push on it. Lethal's going to slide back to the high ground, but Admiral not so lucky. Kufa is trying to DP. Yuvi's going to try and keep him up, but here comes Gap. Stomp onto Kufa. Zero's good for one trade again, and that's going to be Nightmare's way back into this. They have Blade available as well, but Gap nearly has the Cage. If he just blades this Genji, they can't do it, but Zero gets the kill onto the high ground. Now comes back in, Cage is up, though, boop away. Zero's trying to hide behind the cart. The Cage counters the Blade. Crazy Cat turns for kill, but Kufa is back on point. Close to Terror Surge right now. Winter has the overclock coming back from Spawn, but asleep on point-wise, valuable time for Kufa. And Lethal is just pumping damage in. The Nade will force Gap back. And they have stabilized here despite that Cage. Overclock to keep going, but Kufa's been deleted. Admiral's been deleted. Winter's found the kill. Mauga pressure now onto Lethal so much. Winter's going to clean everything up. UV is going to die a little bit later. It has to go towards the payload. Will get staggered out a little bit. And they have ults coming back now. But real chance on this one, Amplify. 2.5 minutes still. Third point will be the hardest of the lot, though. But the nice thing about Amplify, they have lots of good ults to keep fighting on point. The Molten Core, the Cage, both support ults. Nightmare with ult advantage for now, though. They've got the Nano, they've got the Terror Surge, they've got the Beat. All the possible tools. Kufa is going to try and find a little bit of a boost onto Phone. Nade helps keep Kufa safe. Nano as well as well. Oh, Kufa's just deleted Phone. Doesn't get most of that Molten Core out, and now Kufa is going deep with this Nano, looking for a key target. Gap's trying to burn him down. Oh, little boop off, goes for it, goes for a Terror Surge. It's a Beat and Terror Surge. I mean, Nightmare will win the fight, but they've used everything here to win a fight just at the spawn. 3 ults. Can't be good for the economy, this. They're going to now hold close Nightmare, which is really essential considering how much they invested into this previous fight. They want to try and force Amplify to use the Ray at their spawn just to break the spawn hold. That's the ideal for Nightmare right now. They'll probably not even try and disengage it, honestly, because it's quite a long disengage on this stretch of Havana from a defender's point of view. So they might just tank it, die on point, maybe try and find some trades. Oh, little bit of a javelin onto Phone, but she gets back into spawn. You can see they're looking for the nade early onto Gap right now. Ray comes out from Crazy Cat. Kufra is going to get deleted. Torpedo's going to do a lot of damage as Winter moves forward. They'll clean up all these kills, and they'll be happy just to die on point Nightmare after getting that Ray out. No trades is quite nice, though. One final nade from UV. They'll make him walk all the way to point. How much will eggs cost now? More. Holding forward right now. Nightmare with that spawn holder. Bought them a bit of time to get to their DPS ults now, and it might even be a nano blade quite soon if they want to go for it. But we have to be wary of this beat. You don't want a nano blade if it gets countered out by one ult like a beat or even like a cage here. So Nightmare might try and use these ults one at a time to force ults out. Winter's going to start with the overclock. Walking forward right now. Nano is onto Kufa to help keep him alive. Beat over the top. Overclock now from Lethal. Winter's just in there. Pushing for the kill. Cage to keep going as well. They have killed for backline right now, Gap. But Lethal has roamed into main looking for trades. But Torp on his case. Lethal in big trouble. The hammer is out. The hammer is out from phone. Kufa is 1 HP on point. And they convert with the ults. They find the aggressive time and they land on that backline. And Amplify get a full cap with 21 seconds left. Oh, thank you, Noah. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. I'll crack a cold one in your honor. Cold Pepsi Max for that one. I mean, in many ways, this has kind of been, Consider moving the orange border. What do you mean? Is it on Twitch? I remember changing the colour the other day. Let me have a goose. Yeah, random yellow border around the stream. What is that? Yeah, random yellow border around the stream. Got my stream. Is it Twitch or is it... Wait, Panda, are you here?
5, 4,
Is it just my stream overlay?
2,
Yeah.
1. Attackers incoming.
Panda, is the yellow border around the stream from Stream Elements? Alright, I'll lock in, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, Stop comes in immediately. They've lost phone on the way in here. It is a spawn cap here, so any trade is good for Nightmare. And what's even better than trades is just winning the fight. Winning the fight with no trades there either. So a quick break of the spawn hold here from Amplify. Looks like they're going to go for... My camera covers it. Yeah, I can see it on my OBS, which implies it's not Twitch. It's something in my OBS. So let's go through this one, and then I'll figure it out in between, unless one of the mods can figure it out the whole time. I bet it's one of those, if you didn't notice, now it's been told to you, now you're going to notice. All right. Amplify right now going up to the high ground. It looks like a free fight setup here from Amplify. So it means they have to drop onto this point and just commit to it. Winter's on the Widow on the angle as well, looking for kills as Gap will drop and contest the point. Oh! Waited patiently, and oh, UV, stop peeking! Don't walk backwards! Don't walk backwards! UV aware of the sight line, and UV is now very much stranded behind enemy lines right now. Will take the fight, hits the nade. Winter has to DP. UV is on the hunt for blood. Sleep goes out. Boot back right now, and the Mega is gained by Winter. So we're going to make it. Careful here, Ewan. There we go. Good stagger there onto UV, but UV will be coming back with Nat Nano. Nano Blade up quite soon as well, and Nightmare, they can always actually just use this Nano Blade as a bit of a crutch if they're struggling with these pushes, honestly. Nice if they can go before the beat, before the cage. Zero is only 16% away. Kitsune Rush comes in first. Defensive nade from Eevee keeps everyone alive. Now the Nano Blade turn. They don't have the beat yet to it, though. They're going to try and get out, but oh, it all lines up perfectly for Zero. There's 4. Give him the ace. Give him the ace. UV is a prick, it turns out. 4 for 0, gets the job done, baits him in. Nano Blade will convert the win, but Amplify, they wanted a free fight situation so they can get, well, 3 fights, and that was only fight 2 of 3. Amplify gonna get another shot here, and with a beat, with a cage, with an molten core. Feeling pretty good about this. We'll have to commit to the touch here, so we'll be put in a bit of a risky position. But they have the beat if they get into trouble. Want to save the beat for the flux if they can. There it is. Need the beat sooner rather than later. They've lost Winter, actually. Cage on the ground. But look at cover. He's too high. He's gone to the moon. He's going to get a kill. And oh, they were not ready for that. They left Kufra alone on point, and then he just fluxes to the sky. Ah, the cage, the beat. It gets no value. Nightmare were ready for that exact thing, and that's a super important fight. Super important fight, because that should have been such a difficult one for Nightmare to win. And now they've broken some of the key ultimates there. Winter's going to make her way onto the Genji. And it's going to be a Molten Core set up for Amplify, but Admiral has the beat, so again, expect Nightmare to be quite aggressive here. Expect Zero to go deep with this one. Expect Lethal to, well, just probably keep this power position up here. Getting free rails. Gap's going to stomp in. Awfully low already, Gap. Suzu is going to be used. Crazy Cat dies on the way in. Zero doing more damage into the back. We're going to try and challenge Lethal on this high ground. But it doesn't seem wise. Lethal, all the cleanup right now. Winter has got a trade onto UV, which will actually be annoying. Admiral will have to go Taxi at a certain point right now. And it's actually UV who has one of the ults they probably would want to start with more than anything else. They have the Nano. They have the B. Bone coming back with the Molten Core, so it's a difficult situation for Amplify. They make their way onto Remarkable, which matches up nicely into the Sigma, but this Molten Core out, I feel like it's just going to get met with a beat, maybe even a Nano onto Zero or something as well. They're waiting for UV to be back in the fight. He is now on the high ground right now, getting close to that Nano Blade. They're walking on the back line here, looking for a kill opportunity. Molten Core comes out, but Zero's going to get the Nano, get the Blade. He's at it again. Boot back from Ewan will keep himself alive for a second, but they've killed everyone else. Another Nano Blade fight will be converted. Second point secured. And it looks like Nightmare, they found a recipe that works. Phone swapping onto the main now. Nicer matchup into the Genji partially, but I think maybe more interested in walling this Sigma and allowing Ramacha to really get more value out of these frontline trades, because Ramacha normally wins that frontline trade, but with the wall it'll be even more. But now the wall has to be used to disengage this overclock, and disengage that overclock they will. Nightmare though, they're happy to force them back to this final choke point. If they can get the cart all the way across this bridge and then have Nano Blade for the final fight, we'll be really happy. There is that wall. Kufa's going to get a beat and a flux out of trouble right now, and they're all over Ewan. Oh no, disaster for Ewan right now. Oh, it's a huge flux. It's huge cleanup. And I think I didn't see the beat come out, no. Look at eyes on Admiral on this one. Back of the map right now on the left of your screen. Eyes on Admiral. Looking for it. The nade, the boop up from Admiral. The alley-oop. All catches. And now, desperate situation for Amplify because it's getting close to Nano Blade time again. Oh, Lethal with a cheeky peek as well. Winter down to half HP. They need kills with this Annihilation and this Blade. Bone is on Venture looking for desperate picks. Annihilation push coming through right now. Sleep onto Gap. So the kite is good. Nano onto Zero right now. Doesn't quite have the Blade. 1%! Will get the Blade. Tail end of this Nano. Looks for Velucio. Connects with Velucio. Looks for more on the point. Deflect is up though. So Zero will get traded. But no supports now for Amplify. They are on live support right now. No one to top Winter up. Rock now onto Gap. That should finish that kill. The HP is disintegrated for Amplify right here. The Blade still gets enough done. Every Nano Blade turn has worked for them. They just need to clean up on point as quickly as possible. Overclock to make sure. And a faster time bank for Nightmare and all of that.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oof. Oh, sorry. Question from YouTube chat. Talking about the Torb again. Guess we got a lot this weekend about how does the Torb actually counter the Hazard? Because that's some of the big meta shift we've seen. Mainly it's because the Torb Z allows him to really consistently survive the Slash. And not only does he survive for Slash, like a lot of other DPS can in situations with their movement ability and stuff, but he has a really high damage output. So all of a sudden, part of the reason the Sim is there as well. So with the Hazard, can't get that one bot with his Slash. Not only does he not get the kill with his Slash, all of a sudden there's an overwhelming amount of damage, a chance to really punish that Hazard. And once Hazard can't go on the Torb, struggles to go on the Sim, if we're playing the ball, which we saw a lot, especially in Korea as well, suddenly the Hazard just sort of runs out of targets to go on consistently and ends up just getting a whole lot of nothing done compared to other stuff. And it's also a pretty reasonable matchup into Genji as well. Heroes that were quite Genji tracing that we saw a bit more of last week compared to this week. Alright, though, into overtime. 1 minute for Amplify right now. First point was probably one they struggled the most on here on the attack as well. They've only got a minute right now. Winter was actually Suzu invested there as well. So no Suzu for a second here, which will make Gap's aggression. Maybe just avoid it for a second. Down to half HP as well. They're going to get the payload to this corner, and we're into the final 30 seconds already, aren't we? So need to make that play soon. Nade is going to catch onto the phone. They kill phone as a result too. Oh, Zero's just going to kill Gap. And it might just end before it starts right now. Stagger kills are going to be brutal. Zero looking for more. Zero wants to go to spawn. 10 seconds to touch. Gap onto the Ramatra. Gap back onto the Mauga. Sim as well. They're going to TP the Mauga towards point. They're running for it. Winter's going to die. The TP Mauga rather does get the touch. Nade goes into the Aether. Where on earth did that nade go? Doesn't make a difference though. And they will kill Gap as a result anyway. And this is a pretty comfortable hold here for Nightmare. Looking good. Did the nade just get, like, eating on the lip of the cart or something? It goes behind him. I feel like the nade just disappears now. I mean, the sleep, that one's on UV, right? The sleep is on UV. Oh, does he just throw it too far? It hits, like, the back wheel. But I feels like I don't even see the splash, you know? Maybe it does splash and it's just, like, the angle. Yeah, maybe it's just because he, like, D-peaks for... Yeah, maybe I think it just hits the back of the cart, but because he, like, D-peaks... You don't see the explosion. You're bad, Flak. Nice to see some accountability being taken. So, did London waste a talent like Lethal? Thoughts? I mean, was he better than Sparker? I mean, we signed him for the wrong reasons. True. You see the main chat now? It's just put clear in. Yeah, I heard he had a hand problem or something. Alright, I see the Aussie boost still going.
Attackers incoming.
Well, is Sparker on a team this year? True. He is. He's on the best Marvel Rivals team in the world. I have no idea if that's even true anymore. I just keep saying it. In my head, it's canon. Alright. Desperate situation for Amplify. They're going to match for Ramatra here, and they need everything to go right. 2 minutes is actually going to feel like a mountain of time for this distance. And Lethal is just standing on cart in the open. King of the world right now, looking for a pick. Just ignoring this Ramatra. Lethal unchallenged. Zero's going to dive into the backline. They've had trouble dealing with this all day. And they're going to have more trouble here as Admiral will finish off all that damage. Admiral is still in there, though. Zero backed up. Admiral, it was a one-way trip for him. They're getting trades, but trades aren't good enough for Amplify. They need cleaner fight wins. Gap is going to stand on the point one more time. Deflect out from Zero, but Ewan goes down. It's all on Gap right now. No form. Slow and the shield. Trying to win this duel desperately, but doesn't get to the next form timing. Nightmare tapping in with a minute to spare. It's true and very interesting to you, Flak. Can I read between the lines on that one? Can I read between the lines? Alright, should I figure out this border thing? What is it? Because if I make this too big, right? Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Wait, if I move this, the yellow border's still there, right? So it's not stream elements, which is, yeah, which is what Panda said as well. Could be an observer issue. Oh, wait, is it the clean feed? Wait, does the yellow border go away if I... Where am I going? If I do this... Hold on, I can't see chat when I'm doing this. No, it's fair. But it's gone in some places, right? What is it, chat? Alright, let me... If I turn the monitor... Wait, is it gone now? Oh! Oh my god, I know what it... Okay, I know what it is. I know what's happened. Yeah, so it's OBS. It's because I had to... Because normally I'm on like a... What do you call it? I'm on just showing the windows, right? But yeah, it's the OBS saying what window on. But because it broke partway through one of the maps, I swapped to just monitor view. There we go. So now I have to fix the clean feed link. Which is... That's a different problem. But we've cracked it. Alright, why is this not working? Alright, what if I change... Hold on, chat. Bear with me a second. I'm going to close... I'm going to lose vision of what you're saying when I pick around with this. Get a full screen picture, though, of a guy figuring stuff out. There we go. There we go. The problem was just figuring out the problem. Once we figured out the problem... Shut all the border heads. All the border heads in the chat. Alright, we've cracked it. I've got a notification as well. Tearing down any borders, yeah. The borders gone, chat. The borders are open. Not to get political, but the borders are open. Alright. Ready to lock back in. Looks like we are going to Saravasa. Remember the Malga ban has already been spent from Nightmare on map 1. So, expect more Malga again. Oh, thank you, Malarkey, for the tier 1. Welcome. Appreciate their support and all that. All right. So, decisions for Nightmare. Lots of stuff has worked for him, honestly. The Sigma seems all right there, but it's...
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lots of things have worked for him, so they've got plenty of options to choose from. We've seen the Arista be quite successful. Alright, early out here, and it is going to be lethal starting on the Sombra as well. Obviously, Sombra's actually quite good into the Malga. Not only does the EMP match up nicely into the cage, but you can hit every virus. You can do a whole bunch of damage. Kufra is going to go Doom, though, so we'll see how that pays off. Well, unrelated to the Doom pick, does seem to be Admiral having a little bit of a struggle. Winter finds the opening pick now, and Kufra's going to fall. Lethal does trade for Juno. Player disadvantage, though. No tank as well, with Zero stuck between a turret and a hard place. Sleep onto the tour won't change anything. Is Zero going to sag out massively here? How did Zero walk away from that? He just didn't know he was there. Zero's just going to walk out of that one, I guess, so it's all fine. Cloak up now from Phone. EMP charge roughly even, but the first ult is looking like it will be UVs. 30% away. Zero's going to get caught now by Phone. Virus will finish that damage off. They spot Lethal on the high ground right now. They get the uncloak as well. And Phone looking for it, but Punish as well. Dive in with the virus. Really wants to push this advantage. Lethal was on the back foot now. Needs full pocket. Classic Sombra gap from Phone. And Nightmare really struggling to get anything going with this. Virus now onto the Echo as well. I mean, for Sombra and Echo matchup really isn't that bad either. Last chance at a retake here for Nightmare. They have the Nano in hand. Expect us maybe just to go Kufa's way. Phone has the EMP though. EMP is going to connect onto loads. Most of the backline caught in that one. Zero and Admiral immediately deleted. UV doesn't even get a chance to use the Nano. 3k for Phone. And she seals that first point for her team.
Secured.
Alright, now they have some of their ults going here. Nightmare, maybe a better situation, but still a tough fight. They're gonna. Ewan gets caught in the rotation though. Now they're gonna be a little bit slow. Have to keep walking. Have to try and retreat to point here. Amplify. They have the raid to turn it if they want to invest right now. But pressure onto Winter. EMP from Lethal just onto the Malga. Will get the kill. Seems like Lethal was. Seems like they kind of won the fight already, honestly. And then Lethal was just solo EMP and a Malga in a one-on-one. Now, nearly full ult retake for Amplify. Lethal gets topped up. Cage has been used. Kufa has been nanoed in. I think Kufa was hoping to get the Meteor Strike off there to escape, but doesn't get it off in time. Now, tank advantage and Amplify will start forcing point. Might just be a die on point angle, but Zero's going to copy the Malga now. Got a tank of their own. Beat trade will come in. Molten Core on point is going to cause problems for Zero. Ray over the top as well, and Zero's going to have a hard time getting out of that one. And he won't get out of that one. Amplify get the retake with their ults. All of Amplify's comps ults are so good at fighting on point here. And they will clean up this Doom. Stomp now to finish the job. There we go. Kill comes through. And only 32% there. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Alright, push forward right now. They're going to catch EV actually and Amplify on Suravasa. Maybe they're always good for their one, hey? Maybe they're always good for their one. Retake now. Kufa has Meteor Strike still. Didn't get it off in the previous fight, but Phone coming up to her next EMP. And we've seen it. We saw it against SSG yesterday. Phone's conversion rate on his EMPs, massive success rate. Kufa's going to Meteor Strike after touching the point for a second right now. Sleep now onto the Malga. Nade into the back. Phone is naded. Can they find the kill? Still 40% to this EMP right now. Real timer on this for Nightmare as Phone gets super close. Stomp back from Gap to try and preserve it. Looks like they will concede for flip. They've been bullied off these angles, but now they can repush with this EMP. Eyes onto Phone. Sombra in sight. They know Lethal is close. Lethal translocates out, so Phone can't pull the trigger. Now Lethal has EMP as well. And no! Lethal goes first. Catches Phone. She can't use it in response. Big win for Nightmare on that trade there. Winter's good for a trade, actually, but they're actually stalling out the Torp here as well. Make it painful for her. She's trying to find a kill. She's going to overload and run for it, but no such chance. Clean up onto point now, but UV has the Nano to invest into the next one. Phone still has that EMP, remember. Died in it with the last fight. Hack onto Kufa. Nano used defensively right now. Looking for this Sombra. Back onto point. Catches for Sombra as well. Another fight goes without Phone getting a chance to use the EMP. And this will be the last fight on this point as well. The counterplay to the EMP here from Nightmare. Causing real problems.
Flashpoint. 10.
Rolling out to the next point right now. Amplify have built a pretty fat stack of ultimates here. All 5 going to be on the verge of being up for this next fight. But part of this is because they keep failing to get opportunities to use them. Too high for Kufa to land that punch. Might have gone too deep. Has gone too deep. Cleaned up, force back right now. They should be able to clean up more kills here as well. Zero is awfully low. They're actually getting that kill on Zero, but they're getting the rest of the kills, and there should be a free cap onto this D point here. Copy for this next one, beat as well. Ramatra swap for Kufa here. Don't know about this one. I mean, it's probably better than the Doom, right? Probably better than the Doom. But I'm not sure why I wouldn't go Orisa into this. I think Malga has a very good matchup into the Doom. Phone's going to be forced to translocate again. Just have her EMP ready to go. There we go. This time the EMP connects. Beat from Admiral. Oh, not enough to save UV. Lethal was awfully low. The Cage was invested in that. So 2 of the bigger ults here for Amplify. But they've still got no support ults. Kill onto 0 on the point. They got a couple of trades here, but UN and Winter will be on the same wave, so they can come back together. Make use of UN speed. And now support ults for Amplify to try and convert this next fight. Lethal is close to another EMP. Zero's going to have the copy. And oh, they've just found phone. Lethal reverses that Sombra gap from the first fight, and now step onto point nice and early from Kufa, but he's got to deal with this Malgor on the angle. Shield will go up. Tries to clean that space. EMP invested from Lethal, and they will just clean up the backline as a result. Molten Core was used by Winter, but the damage is already done. Kufa going to take some extra damage there to provide UV the rest of his nano. And Nightmare, they get a foothold on this next point. Was it a Rage Axe as well? I mean, I didn't see it, so I'll trust you guys. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Early fight now at the choke. Phone's caught again, and Nightmare actually doing such a good job spotting out this Sombra, making Phone's life an absolute nightmare. Multiple times she's been found when she's trying to set up her EMP. A couple of times she's been picked early as well. And it's allowing Nightmare to win so many of these fights, because sometimes versus EMP it's really hard to win the fights when you're playing against EMP. But if you can find a lot of timings around that, make sure you win those fights, and then you outplay 1 or 2 EMPs, that's not going to be enough to get you over a series. Now Nano available for UV on this next fight. Might even throw it into cover, get a Nano Annihilation going, just try and chew through all that extra beat health. We're going to try and rotate away right now. Zero is on the chase. Nate has hit him. But they've rotated to point, and actually Winter's got the fadeaway kill as they transition back to point. Zero's going to go for the copy now. Full 6 onto Crazy Cat. Nails the kill, gets the copy. It's a 4-person beat. Annihilation on point right now, though. Nano was invested into that as well. I didn't actually see where it went. Maybe it was just onto Zero there. Copy Cage, doesn't quite go off, but the damage might already been done. Gap has stabilized behind this wall, but it's very low HP, and Lethal will finish the job on that one. And this will be Nightmare taking the lead in the series. Full 6 onto the Torb as they try and touch point, but no way to turn this fight now. And Nightmare take the lead on the map. Match point, remember, for Nightmare as well. They've got beat, they've got EMP. Phone a little bit behind on the EMP charge, but if I'm Nightmare right now, I'm looking for an EMP, I'm looking for a nade, and I'm looking for a quick fight win to secure me the first cap on this B point right now. Just got to lock down where they're going. Amplify keep trying to rotate away from them. They're going to try to rotate to point early here as well, but nade is huge right now. Slow onto the coast. The EMP finishes the job. UV spots the opportunity, just goes for it. That means Lethal sees they're all naded, speeds up the EMP, dives in there to get the kill. Cost him his life, but worth it in the trade. 1 ult fight win. First point captured. Now Phone will be retaken with EMP. Last time we saw this situation, Admiral actually played quite far back in all of this to make sure he can hide from the EMP and get the beat off here. So expect Admiral to maybe make the same type of decision here. The other option is they beat super early and go for the push, but Phone now onto it, catches Admiral. Oh, the virus connects too. Gap will finish it. No chance to EMP, and the push is coming out right now. UV has kited away. Him and Lethal are going to try and escape with their lives, but the EMP is converted. They catch Zero a little bit late. They might get more kills late here as well. Denies the health pack hack. But Lethal might just be in trouble here. Might just die. UV is stuck behind this as well. Nade up top. Doesn't actually connect with anything. But they have beat. They have Nano coming back. So Amplify has to be careful. But, I mean, Ray Cage can beat almost anything. Cage, Molten Core will come out now. They're going to be trapped in that one. They're going to get cooked alive in that. UV can't even peek. Now that is a combo. They use for Ray as well. So... oh my god, it's actually an outrage. It's like an unstoppable combo. Cage, Ray, and Molten Core. They've been cooked. They've been cooked, and they've got a late kill onto UV right now, but that was such a heavy investment from Amplify. I think the beat went off. It's just, they just died through it so quickly because it's Molten Core and Ray on point. Zero's going to snake his way onto point here, try and flip the cap. Wow, Amplify play aggressive. They're actually going for a beat push, so Zero's just going to cap Annihilation and Nano onto Kufa to try and survive. Now, UV in big trouble. Admiral is trying his best to peel, but point has been flipped during all of this, and Admiral is good with a peel, kills 2, and now Zero comes from behind, helps them clean that up, and Nightmare have the retake here. Late kill onto Fona as well, and... Fona. Phone. Her name is just Phone. I've been seeing the word phoner too much. EMP versus EMP situation now. All eyes on the Sombra. Lethal is ready to go. Phone a few percent behind right now. Lethal is in the backline. Eyes on that Juno. Juno will get absolutely deleted. Counter EMP from Phone, so they trade Lethal. 4v4 situation. Copy Malga now from Zero in all of this. They're going to try and group around that Shout. Will group around that Shout. Kill Gap as a result. And it's a desperate touch situation. They know where Phone is as well. Real high chance they just get the spy check here. The rest of them are rushing to point. And it will just be done just like that. One map per series stream is over. I mean, it looks close, isn't it? Competitive. At least some fight back. Maybe some more fight back that we've really seen from even a couple of those EMEA teams. And next up is, of course, my beloved Space Station against Avidity. Yeah, I mean, UV hit some big nades during all of that. Alt turns were really good in all of this. It felt like Nightmare actually came in very prepared for everything that Amplify was going to throw at them. And as a result, had a lot of success. All right. I think I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I've got some sausage rolls I made the other day. So maybe I'm going to go grab some sausage rolls. Grab some sausage rolls. Top up my water maybe. And... all right. And then we can tune in for that one. Are you wearing pants right now? Yes. Thanks for checking. All right. Let me do an ad while I'm away then. All right. Be right back.
chat to him. Ultraviolet will be joining us for a quick chat after their victory.
I got myself a sausage
UV,
sandwich, so we
thank
can
you so
listen
much
to
for taking
UV
the time. Congrats
while I
on
eat this
the
sandwich.
job. Let's talk a little bit about your team. How did this team get together? How did you end up on Nightmare? How far do you think you can take it?
So during this off season, after Energy imploded, there was a lot of like uncertainty of like where I'd be going and like what teams I'd be going to. And I think I was honestly like pretty surprised that I didn't end up on a partner team, but I'm like really happy with the people we have, and we're looking to show that these partner teams aren't all that good.
Off to a good start in doing that. Obviously, your first matchup sort of pits you against an SSG, and at that point, like not all of our teams have had a ton of time to practice. Like some of these roster decisions were fairly last minute, and obviously that's a game you end up sort of losing. But that 5 mapper against Timeless, everyone's waking up like, okay, Nightmare is still very much here in the top 3. What do you feel like is the barrier, if any, to you guys for getting into that top 2? Because we'd love to see you, obviously start to, put the hurt down on some of these partner teams, especially you. Some probably feel like you have something to prove, as you weren't picked up for either of those rosters as good as you are. So what's the next step for you guys to break into that top 2, you feel?
I think we're on the way there, and like we have like a lot of like really like talented like players, like up and coming. Like these players are like super high mechanics. Like I've wanted to play with them for a while, and like I think we're getting better each day. It's just like about getting to that apex, which I think like when we reach that point, like there's not gonna be a team that can compete with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I see you guys got that Team Liquid plushie over there using it as a voodoo doll, maybe, giving them bad vibes. But what do you guys see in terms of what do you see in terms of the meta, right? We saw you guys play a decent amount of Doom. We see teams playing like Ball, Tor. What's your current take on it?
It's definitely interesting with all the Sim and Torb coming out of Korea. But I think, especially for the tanks and support picks, it's especially if hero bands too, you can like kind of just like pick what you're good at and like what you're comfortable with.
How willing are you guys to be affected or infected rather with those different looks? I mean, I see a lot of teams probably not getting too much practice on it, just like with 2 days before their matches, they start implementing those wonky picks. Are you guys willing to try that kind of stuff? Have you tried it in scrims and then just dropped it?
We've tried it a little bit, but I think we just like prefer the hard hit scans. Like Lethal's like unreal mechanically, and I think it like definitely favors us to play like this style.
Yeah, don't give in. Stay strong. Don't give in to the Tor madness. Stay strong.
He'll be gone soon enough. Well, that's it from us. Ultraviolet, thank you so much for joining us. Congrats once more, and of course, best of luck in your next match.
Thank you for having me.
GG.
Of course, always a pleasure.
Oh, nearly got through my sandwich. All right, ready for this next one? Sausage bagel. Yeah, because I was gonna have dinner before the stream, but because I had like a late lunch after the Korea game, I wasn't really like hungry enough for dinner, so I skipped dinner. Have a sausage sandwich, right? What am I watching? Let's see it.
Paul limited portions for Amplify. Of Logan Paul limited portions for Amplify. That hurt.
Yeah, I mean, Hawk to a coin level of rug pull there. I feel like I feel like.
Oh. Huh, I see. Ugh. All right, sandwich secured. I'm kind of still hungry, but it's like 9:30 at night. You see the VP Overwatch AI tweet? I didn't die so. I'll turn this down a sec. It's not loud. And play it again.
of Logan Paul level proportions for Amplify. That hurt.
Yeah, I mean, Hawk to a coin level of rug pull there. I feel like
by replaying it, people said I couldn't hear it, you know? Nothing but a caterer. Caterer? I'm just thinking about food. There is more sausage sandwiches. Surely I shouldn't have a second one. I need to save some for tomorrow. I need to save some for tomorrow. Can I have one for a gifty? No, I need for sandwiches. I need my sustenance. Eat some cheese? Oh, fuck's sake, not the bloody cheese. The cheese wasn't true, guys. The cheese wasn't true. Where's my ramen? I had some noodles this morning. That's why I've got like extra sausage sandwiches. Still got so much mac and cheese to eat. Not doing the stream wheel cheese. The stream cheese wheel. We eat some cheese? I've just had a sandwich. Come on, guys. Guys, if anything, I need to eat less food. Need to be trim for the wedding. Come on. I feel like doing a cheese eating stream isn't the answer here. What's this one? Is this the AI one? Why has it been bookmarked 4 times? He's 17? Hate when I accidentally generate.
Start your climb to OWCS.
Hate when I accidentally generate child porn of my players.
Rise to the top in divisions.
Hate when that happens.
Learn more at fce.gg/s4.
Oh, I should cut VOD before I forget.